When conducting classes with students, there is always something that clashes: homework. Reflecting on my school days, the teachers often gave what we called kumji, which meant writing something until the exercise book turned black. I remember that the infamous kumji subjects were usually English and math, and I received kumji homework almost every day. Students who couldn't fill the given number of pages would wander around other classes before the class, seeking kumji answers from their friends. Those who couldn't even get that would tremble in fear and faced punishment if caught. I, too, couldn't escape from the burden of kumji. I always made an effort to fill the exercise book, and thanks to that, I managed to maintain excellent grades in math, English, and some other subjects. Now that my position has changed, and I teach students, I often think back to those times. Therefore, for students who neglect their studies or show no interest in problem solving, I have had experiences where using the kumji strategy, writing and memorizing textbook content in the exercise book rather than assigning problem solving homework, has yielded quite good results. In the case of math, since the concept itself is based on definitions, the entire content of the textbook consists of abstract concepts. Without prior conceptual understanding, students cannot even understand the problems, let alone solve them. When observing students who truly hate or believe they are bad at math, it is common to find that they have no understanding of the concepts, not even simple definitions. Therefore, after giving homework focused on kumji writing for the day's lesson and consistently continuing for 2 to 3 months, they tend to perform quite well when given lighter problems. Of course, there were students who can grasp and understand a few things with just a single explanation, but based on my teaching experience, there were very few students like that. Ultimately, I believe that the only way to internalize abstract concepts is through memorization. Therefore, I think that kumji homework is a fairly good method. If children are putting in effort but their grades are not improving significantly, it may be necessary to check if they are solely focusing on solving math problems. Check if they understand the definitions presented in the textbooks, if they know why certain formulas are derived, and if they can appropriately use those formulas. If not, they need to start by internalizing the concepts from the textbook and attempt to work through the derivation of formulas on their own. In this process, the kumji strategy can be effective. For students who have already gone through this process, I suggest implementing step-by-step learning to gradually increase their level. Just like athletes increase lifting weights and running distances to enhance their physical resistance, it is essential to have a similar process in studying. Assign homework that consists of slightly more challenging problems, within the student's ability, focusing on incrementally increasing the level. It can be just a few questions per day. If you can solve it on your own, even just one question is fine. The important thing is for them to solve problems based on their own efforts. In this process, you can give the students a slight sense of burden with their homework. I personally tried to make the students feel motivated by recording their homework and the results on a desk calendar, which I placed on their desk for them to see. Students with a conscience feel a sense of guilt when they see very low numbers. Of course, that was my intention. Smile. Ambitious students work hard like they would for a game score. Congratulations to students who have gone through these processes. They are fully prepared students, and they are now in a battle with themselves. They don't need much advice. If I were to add anything, it would be to remind them to maintain their enthusiasm consistently. Because they have a vision of a better version of themselves in their minds, homework will already be seen as a natural assignment. With a sense of purpose, they will naturally do it themselves. Fighting. Thank you for reading this lengthy text. I will bring you better content next time.